Hey, what's up, y'all? Just want to share some of my thoughts. Don't worry about the no shade. Y'all getting the raw version right now. Man, so I'm definitely thinking about changing the type of freight that I'm hauling, right? I know a lot of y'all drivers out there, y'all be seeing the trucks out there. And just as a disclaimer, this is not like a money hunt, you know what I'm saying? I'm not chasing the money, nothing like that. I'm pretty happy. As long as I'm out there working hard, I'm taking care of my responsibilities, and I'm setting myself up for, future goals and stuff like that. It's all good, right? But obviously, y'all watching the channel, you're following the social media that I have, you can kind of see a direction that I'm trying to take Creative Hustle, right? So eventually I'm trying to get my own truck. I want to haul my own freight and let that be a segment as one of the services that Creative Hustle offers, right? So I started thinking, what kind of loads do I want to carry? What kind of freight do I want to haul? Do I just want to get out there, get a truck, get a drive-in, and then just haul, regular freight of all kind, whatever, generic freight? But I started thinking about it, like especially yesterday, and I'm like, well, I don't want to just haul freight just for the sake of hauling freight. Like, it's creative transport. You see what I'm saying? And it gotta be fun. It gotta be something unique. It gotta be something. It can't just be the name creative transport, but it's like, that's it. So I started thinking, well, what about the same feeling I got when I was getting ready to get in the truck, and I was like, do I see myself driving trucks? I started noticing trucks on the road, started noticing rest stops. And I'm like, do I see myself being in the truck? Then that thought started building and weighing on me a little bit, to the point where I got my CDL, and I was like, well, you know what? Let me see what it's like. So after driving trucks, being at truck stops, watching other drivers, being on the road, I started looking at different trucks, different types of freight, different haulers, and I'm like, do I see myself hauling cars? So, do I see myself doing heavy hauling? Do I see myself doing reefer? And they always say you can't judge a book by its cover. That's inaccurate. You can definitely judge a book by its cover. You can walk into a bank and at least like have some kind of grooming going on. You got a clean outfit. You don't gotta have a suit on, but clean, you smell good, whatever. You're speaking proper. You're gonna get treated differently than somebody who just walked in there like they don't give a F. You see what I'm saying? Without even opening up your account or having a conversation, just the first appearance you see, you will definitely get treated differently. So image does matter, because image is everything. So taking that concept back to the trucks, when I look at certain drivers or certain type of trucks out here, I notice the trucks that be tricked out. And then I notice the trailers be tricked out to match the truck. How you got a tricked out trailer to match the tricked out truck? You see what I'm saying? Color scheme matches, the color pop, you got the chrome, everything glossy, shiny. You know what I'm saying? Like you just left a truck show. Like, are you going from a truck show to another truck show, or are you hauling freight? Are you actually out here working? You see what I'm saying? But if you notice, for y'all that are out here, if you notice, look at the freight. That's what I like to do. Look at the freight that they're hauling. And I ask myself a question, well, they're doing something to be able to afford having a truck like that. So I noticed the main ones, and this is no shade to the other drivers, the other type of people that are out there doing other freight. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, as long as you're out there happy, you're out there hauling, you're out there working hard, you're content with where you at. You know what I'm saying? Your bills is paid, your responsibilities is taken care of. All power to you. Do what you got to do. But just to make the point that I'm making, I noticed that the ones that got the tricked out trucks and the tricked out trailers, they be the ones that's like hauling reefer units, car haulers, and heavy hauling, right? The car haulers be matching the truck, the reefer trailers be matching the truck, the heavy hauler, low belly trailers be matching the truck, tricked out truck and trailer. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, so they out there getting a certain amount of revenue to be able to afford a truck like that, right? So back to the main point I was saying, I'm not only thinking about hauling cars because of the money, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really thinking like that, but I just love cars. I gotta face the fact that I like cars, period, right? I always love cars. Ever since grade school, that's all I drew cars all the time. I draw cars, I draw shoes, and draw houses. That's all I've been drawing since I was a kid, right? All the way through college. My first car, I spent all my money on my car. I never really was the type in school to buy like a whole bunch of shoes and stuff like that. Like I wasn't really into, well, I actually was into shoes. Like I used to draw a lot of shoes, try to design my own shoe line in my mind, on paper. Always drew shoes. I always try to, my whole goal was to have my own shoe line and stuff like that. So much to the point where I pursued a professional shoe design career. Like I actually was a shoe designer, a footwear designer professionally for 7+ years in the state of New York. I mean, so I take that back. But, you know, I didn't really spend all my money on shoes. You know, I appreciated a nice couple pair of shoes every once in a while. But I never really spent all my money so much to where I became like this sneakerhead guy or whatever. You know, I wasn't really like that. I love video games. I always bought a lot of video games. But when I actually had my own license and stuff like that, and I had a car, that changed the game. Like I was always spending my money on my car. You know what I'm saying? I went religiously to work at a fast food restaurant. And at the time, you know, it was nothing. But, you know, I'm in high school. I don't got no bills, so it is what it was. But I religiously spent all my money on my car. Every check that I got went to my car. Sound system, paint job, interior, whatever, you name it. Rims, body kit, right? All the Fast and the Furious movies drop. Be the first one at the theater, be the last one to leave. Always in every car show that's in town. You're in different car clubs. You're driving through the city with a whole line of cars behind you. I was always in the cars. Always loved cars. My son, he gets that from me. He loves cars. He can look at a car and he can name the car at the age that he's at right now. He can name the make, model, and sometimes even the year. So I'm like, okay, I've always loved cars, right? So why not surround myself around and like just actually face it, just surround myself around that kind of freight, that lifestyle, to where I'm able to actually sit in the car, turn the car on, move the car, haul the car, like enjoy the freight that I'm hauling and the lifestyle that comes with it without having to actually buy the car. You see what I'm saying? Face the fact that I can actually go to work and I can haul that kind of freight as an owner operator, right? And enjoy what I'm doing. Not chasing the money, not being greedy, set my limits, set my goals, reach my goals, kick back, but enjoy what I'm doing. So I started thinking like that. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll get into car hauling. Maybe I'll get into luxury cars, exotic cars, and stuff like that. So, not to make it too long of a video, just wanted to share some of my thoughts, let y'all kind of see a little bit of what I'm thinking behind the scenes prior to me making my next moves. I got a lot of things in the works right now. I'm taking my time. I'm paying my dues. I'm out here doing what I gotta do. Got a plan and letting time manifest and the hard work to go along with that plan. So, with all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. Continue continue to watch the videos. I appreciate you watching.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.